everybody, this is Erin or Gimme Yarn 418 and it is a beautiful day in Vermont. It's 71 degrees and it's only March 18th and we have absolutely no snow, and I decided to sit outside and do the crochet tag, which I have here printed out. I saw a lot of people doing it and it was kind of interesting. So I am tagging everybody. I would love to hear how everybody would answer these questions. So without further ado, here we go. The dogs may be coming in and out, I'm not sure. So the first question, how long have you been crocheting? I started crocheting in 2001, so too high to count. Who taught you how to crochet? I taught myself how to crochet with the Leisure Arts I Can't Believe I'm Crocheting Left-Handed Edition. And it wasn't too bad. I mean I knew how to chain, but I didn't know how to do any of the stitches. So what is your favorite hook size? Well, I don't really have a hook size preference, but if I was stranded on an island and I could only take 3 hooks with me, it would be H, I, and J. If I could only take 1, it would probably be an I guess. What is your favorite brand of hooks? My favorite brand of hooks is the Soft Touch. I think they're by Clover, I'm not sure. What is your favorite yarn? For crocheting, my favorite yarn is Vanna's Choice by Lion Brand. What is your favorite pattern? My favorite pattern is whatever one I'm looking at the moment. Bejeweled Hedgehog says she has the attention span of a fruit fly, and that's pretty much what I have. I have a lot of patterns. So, who is your favorite crochet guru? I guess it would be Bob Whistling123 and Beth in Texas 1. I like Mikey's Mail a lot too, and the Crochet Geek. I mean, there's a lot out there. What are you inspired by? I'm inspired by everything. Everything. If I see something, if someone asks, can you? I like to be challenged. Oftentimes people just give me pictures and say, make this. So yeah, I'm inspired by that. I'm also inspired a lot by Ravelry, because I love to see what projects people have recently worked on, so that's fun. What do you use for a stitch marker? In crochet, honestly, usually a piece of scrap yarn. If it's something that needs to stay in there for a long time, I use the, not a safety pin, but they're the stitch markers that look like a safety pin. They're small and they are locking. What is the highest amount of money you paid for one skein of yarn? Well, it's not for crocheting. But the highest I paid for one skein of yarn was $28.50 at Rhinebeck this past year, and I haven't used it yet. But that's for knitting. Now, if you ask me what was the highest amount you ever paid in one yarn shopping visit, I'd be too embarrassed to answer that. How many times have you redone a project before you get it right? I'll pretty much, if it's a project I really want to do, I'll do it as many times as I have to. Usually I can get it in 2 or 3 times, but if I really like it, I'll pull it out and start again, and pull it out and start again. You know? It's all part of the process. Oops. Do you know how to read patterns? Yes, I do. Although some of them can be very, very frustrating. How do you feel when you go into a yarn store? Express your feelings. I can't use the verbiage that I usually use because I don't want to be flagged on YouTube, but it's euphoric, and I just need to touch it all. I need to touch it all. If it's scratchy, I need to touch it. If it's soft, I need to touch it. If it's fluffy, I need to touch it. I don't discriminate. And people have said that they won't smell or rub the yarn if they're not going to purchase it. I don't smell the yarn, but I do. I rub all the yarn on my cheek. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. Do you have a lot of yarn, but still feel like it's not enough? Yes, I have a lot of yarn, in case you haven't seen the video. I have more since then. Do I feel like it's not enough? No, I feel like it's enough, but I always seem to bring it home. I mean, anywhere I go, I see yarn. It always ends up coming home with me. Okay, I'm back. Kristen just yelled from the other room. Pretty much told me I'm a liar. And that, no, it's not. I never have enough yarn. Never. So, I guess if I am going to be brutally honest, I do tell Kristen I want to crochet and knit all the yarn. So, I guess no, I don't feel like it's enough. Have you ever freestyle crocheted? Freestyled crochet? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's all trial and error. Express your feelings, or express how you feel when you are counting in crochet and someone interrupts you. Well, it doesn't bother me too much. I usually lose count on my own without being interrupted, but it doesn't really frustrate me. What really frustrates me is when I'm chaining and I lose count, because usually when I'm chaining and I lose count, it's one of those times that you have to chain like 5 million. Well, not really 5 million, but anything over 50, yeah. Do you dream about crochet? All the time. All the time. I dream about crocheting. I dream about things that are crocheted. I dream about buying yarn. Do you drive and crochet? No. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna. Wow, I can't believe people do that. I can't even sit in the car next to Kristen while she drives and crochet. I get sick. So, do you just like it when you have a simple pattern but it's hard to follow the directions the way it's written? Not so much if it's a free pattern. If it's a free pattern, someone is giving me what they've worked out just out of the goodness of their own heart. If I pay for a pattern and it's really simple but it doesn't make sense, that kind of irks me. I was just working on a pattern today where, you know, it should have been repeated 8 times instead of 7 times, and I paid some money for that pattern, so I got upset. But it does irk me. But only if I've paid for it. Or if I've paid, you know, more than $1. If I've paid $1 for something, it's not a big deal. But how many UFOs, unfinished objects, do you have? Well, I define a UFO as something that's an unfinished object that's been an unfinished object for a substantial amount of time that I haven't touched in a long time. And I can honestly answer, I have 1 UFO. At the beginning of the year, I finished off all the blankets that I had started, and I have 1 sweater left that is too small that I have to seam up one side. Not even one side and a sleeve, one side. But I just don't want to do it because it doesn't fit, and I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with it. So I have 1 UFO. How many works in progress? That would be a completely different story because, as I've said before, when I make my hats for my business, I make tons of bases. So I probably have 50 hat bases waiting to have their faces put on, or their decorations or embellishments, I guess, to put on. But I truly only have 1 UFO, and that's amazing to me because at the beginning of the year I had like 10. Ooh, there's bugs. And do you travel with your hook and yarn? Yeah, I don't even go to the grocery store without a project with me. My go-to project to take with me is really socks, and that's knitting, so it's not technically crochet, but I always have a yarn project of some sort with me, be it a hat, socks, something small and portable. So that is the crochet tag. I will put all the questions in the description box below, and I think that people should totally answer this. Totally. Because it's a lot of fun. So that's all for now, and I hope everybody is having as beautiful weather as we are and is enjoying their weekend. Until next time, see you later. Bye.